Welcome. In front of me is a Huawei Nova Y70, and today I'll show you how you can go through the setup of this phone. So to get started, you'll want to find your desired language from this super unintuitive bubbles, which are kind of annoying, but for me, luckily it's already selected the correct language, so I don't need to go look at this mess. And from there, let's select Get Started. Then you can choose your region. Now luckily here we just have a normal list. And then moving on to the next page, we have Terms of Use. Now you do need to select that you have read, carefully read, and agreed to them. Now obviously if you want to carefully read them, you can tap on Details. And here you have the entire legal document. From there we can go to the next page, which will allow us to insert a SIM card. Now honestly, this appearing here isn't necessarily anything special. You can insert a SIM card at any point throughout the setup process or even afterwards, and the card will just work as it's intended to, so you don't need to do anything extra. Just pop it in and it works. But it shows up here as a means to connect to mobile network, so it gives you an option to either SIM card or Wi-Fi. And if you choose to skip both of them, you won't have the Huawei login page for the account. Or if you do, you will need to again backtrack and insert a SIM card or connect to Wi-Fi. And usually date and time is also not set automatically, so you can fix that up, or it will get fixed up later on once you connect to network. So I'm going to be skipping this, and also never mind, I'm not going to be skipping Wi-Fi connection because apparently I can't. Reasons. This device is not locked. So I'm going to quickly sign in. Okay, there we go. So for no apparent reason you need to connect to Wi-Fi. Once you do, you can actually finish up the setup, it looks like. So we have some data and the privacy rich coming from Huawei. I can read the details, so you have an entire list of different things that you're agreeing to. So from here, just select Next. This will bring up the Huawei ID, so your Huawei ID gives you access to basically everything that is listed right here. Probably the most important thing that it will give you access to is just the app gallery. Other things I don't think are as important, but app gallery is basically the equivalent of a Play Store. And here we can sign into our Huawei ID, but because actually no, I am connected to Wi-Fi, so never mind. So yeah, we can log in now. Huawei decided to take this in the direction that iPhones do, so you don't have a skip option anywhere here visible, so you need to do this roundabout logic of don't have a Huawei ID or forget. And here we have maybe later, because why give us the option on the front screen? Let's select Leave. Obviously you can sign into it if you want to, but I personally don't. Now here we have some media services, so enable Huawei video services, enable Huawei book services. You can do so if you want to, or you can just select later if you don't care for it. We have Huawei mobile services, so we have some Huawei Care. We do have Ad ID statistics, personalized aids, and auto update. Now I'm gonna most certainly turn that off because I absolutely despise this option. Personal preference. Personalized ads is basically gaining data on how you use the device, either what you talk about or what you search for, and then gives you ads based on it. It's super intrusive in my opinion, and I just absolutely despise this, so I do recommend turning it off. From there we can go to the next page, which is device protection. Now we have several ways of doing so, either through fingerprint, face recognition, or PIN pattern or password. Now for the first two, the fingerprint and face recognition, if you're planning to use both of them or one of them, you are also always going to be required to set up a password, meaning PIN, pattern, or password. So you can choose one of them. Or obviously, if you don't feel like protecting your phone, you can just select skip. This brings us to some enhanced services, and we can enable all services. So just read what these all services are. You can set up enhanced services, so it gives you option to pick and choose, or you can say no thanks if you don't care. Then we have some user experience improvements. Again, I don't care. You can read through this, find out exactly what these are, but I just want to have a normal phone usage. Then we have share analytics. Again, I don't really want to share anything with Huawei. Location services. Again, this I believe just enables the GPS tracking by default, so I'm gonna select later and enable it whenever I actually want to. We have keep your software up to date. So you have one button right here, enable and continue, but if you actually want to turn off the auto update, you have it right here, update manually in a blue text. And then overnight software updates make blah blah blah. So yeah, select don't enable if you don't want to actually have the auto update on. And then we have data import. So here we can move over the data from an older device to this one. Now this will be using the phone clone application, which is the Huawei exclusive application that allows you to connect whatever device to this one and transfer over everything through a created hotspot. It is actually a fairly good application. It works really well and can be accessed on virtually every phone. So any brand, Android or iPhone, doesn't really matter. The only kind of downside is it only goes one way. So if you have a Samsung and you want to move over data from Samsung to here, works no problem. But even though if you have on that Samsung phone clone app, you can't do it the other way around. And that being said, if you want to set up your device as a new, just select right here, set up as a new device. You also have the option to restore it from a Huawei cloud, but assuming you maybe not have created a cloud backup of Huawei, then you most likely won't have it. This doesn't have Google services, so obviously you're only restricted to the Huawei cloud backup. Not exactly sure what just happened. There we go. So yeah, you're only restricted to the Huawei cloud backup, and because of that, if you have any kind of other brand of device, you won't be able to utilize this. So anyway, moving on, we have try navigation gestures. So only one option, try gestures, and if you already know how they work, you can close it off and completely disregard it. If you haven't done this before, you can just go through the actual guide that is provided right here. It's interactive, so you can just go through it. And from here we can finish up the setup. Actually, before we can, we get some app gallery, get these popular apps. Nice, TikTok, Tinder, fantastic choices there. So I'm just gonna disable this. Oh, there we go. Select next. And we are now on the home screen. So this is how we can go through the setup, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.